じゃあ、ウィリアム物語やっていきます。ちょっとご飯食べてました。やっていきましょう。さあ、ちょっとヤンキー戦途中だったんで、ヤンキー戦からね、やっていこう。
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Riley O'Brien out of Idaho will be the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Batting third.
Standing in, Tony William. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ball 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 3-0. Second inning set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, Chadwick Tromp.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No one down here.
Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start this second does not bode well for this pitcher.
Digging in now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hit driver. Let's go, Ted.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Throw won't get him.
That's his 4th triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for 3. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
で、だからいろんなところで値段されるんだよな。だから。
Now batting, the right fielder,
On a line, that's a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it a 6-2 game. Digging in, J.P. Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Designated hitter, J.P. Crawford.
Benitez stands at second with 2 gone.
あれ
And there's a base hit on.
全然動かないんだが。
On a line.
再起動するわ。なんかおかしい。うちらは中日ある限り勝てないと。まあ、中日新聞が悪いから、ドラゴンズ自体は悪くないよ。新聞は新聞が悪い。あ、ヤンキースやっていこう。
If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sick rich, the clothes off. Pull her to the plane, my dog off.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. Riley O'Brien gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know, that 5th inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune this one today.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. So stepping in, Tony William, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
William.
Get your pitch right here. Come on now.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Wait for a good one. Try it, kid.
The 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases.
痛いね。
He's in at second safely.
チェンジ
As
だ
also
け
on the play, a run comes across to score.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And a dive, but he's back in. The 3-1 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect
Batting
mode.
fifth, the designated hitter. Yes. Chisholm.
Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. William, the runner at second with one away.
勘弁してくれ。勘弁してくれ。そいつらいなきゃ上
Pulled
昇軍
toward
団
right
にできな
center
い。
field. Long run for the right fielder.
あ、
Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. William rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they extend their lead to 3.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
点は入ったが今の許される。
Now at the plate, Tony William, 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
11月ぐらいに。
First offering on its way. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
入ってる。
Well, just like your fielders pick you up sometimes, right here, he's got a chance to pick his guy up after that error would have ended the inning. It's a team game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. William is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's amazing. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rays strand a pair. They're up 3-2.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. They enter the day near the top of the league in strikeouts, so this is a pitching staff that possesses a lot of dominant arms. One of them told me, the talent and pure stuff on this team is ridiculous, so as long as we're going after the hitters and commanding our pitches in the right spots, we'll have a lot of success. Most of the time that's the case, and that's because...
Hey, God! Yo.
Ready for another chance?
Now back.
JP
よう
Crawford.
脱税。
JP
ひどい。
Crawford.
ミスター脱税。あ、じゃあ
And
ミ
the
スター
2-1.
賭博王だ。
Anticipated. Here's a ground ball now to the right side. Scooped up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Into the box now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
さあ、今シーズンついに5本の回りホームラン打ってます。
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam.
MLB タイ記録第18号
one
満塁ホームラン
swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and the lead is now 7-2.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Tony William will stand in yet again, and if you weren't with us earlier, let's take another look. This was back in the fourth inning with the bases loaded. A grand slam and definitely the big blow of the ball game so far.
待って、シーズン記録。そう、ドン・マッティングリーのね、記録に並びました。ドン・マッティングリーの1シーズン6本目の満塁ホームラン。これ7本目打つと世界記録です。
Here comes the first pitch.
いや、マリナーズとアストロズ
7 runs,
の試合は
9
延長
hits,
18回
and
も
no
行ったらしいんで
errors
すよ。
for Tampa Bay so far. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
あ、取るの忘れた。まあいいや。
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2.
The 2-2.
あーね、ここ、全国大会ですね。
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fran Reyes. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Count even at 2-2.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
The 2-2 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Jazz Chisholm waits on deck. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again.
9番の宮草。縛り。縛りでもなんでもないや。
Off pitch one more time, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jazz Chisholm. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
あーね。でもね、巨人軍は強くなきゃいけないからね。それはちょっと無理だな。
Lifted the other way. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
哺乳者伝道はいらっしゃる。パキ復帰にするのか。とりあえずこの時間の途中で多分週刊誌の時間になると思うから。
So striding forward now to Oscar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hernandez.
タックスリーじゃねえんだわ。うるせえうるせえ。
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2
私のチャンネルを
call.
消す気か。1500人も いたのに。バンはごめんだ。BAN はごめんだ。
Taken high and deep to right. A ball that's carrying.
お、どう
A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall.
ホミン。帰ってこい
And he's in safely at third as two
Yeah,
runs come
come here.
across to score away from the play.
Nice job adding to their lead right there. He'll find a way to get all the way around to third on the triple. And with it, this becomes a 6-run ball game.
見送ってないで早く
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William.
Tony William.
First delivery to him on the way.
That's the ball.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now the 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. There's one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
それは私じゃねえよ
And that'll bring
ボー
in
ルと
Frenel
フェイス
Reyes.
が私だよ
All even now, 2-2. 2 out with the man at first.
初見です就職ゼロだったら終わってた本当にそれいらっしゃいませRTPS っていう
Got him.
MLB
And
The
that's
Show
the
っていう
third time we've written a K
アメリ
next
カ
to
版の
his name in
プロス
this
ペクトやって
one.
ます
So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors and a runner left.
俊足
We've
なんですが
played 8 full.
いわゆる5ツールプレイヤ
And
ー
that'll bring in JP Crawford. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
あれじゃあまあちゃんと一力ってアウトにしますかね
The 2-1. Swinging a soft liner.
はい
Throw on the first will be in time, and the Rays have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a three-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
An 11-7 final in this one. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Riley O'Brien earns his first win of the season. Hunter Green allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Dave Bayer records the save, his 21st of the
スピ
year.
とか
So
パワ
that
ープロ
just
は
about
カーソルっていうかあれ表示されるけど表示されないから難しいっすね慣れるまではどうもそうだよみんな閉鎖取ったら周平打ってやってくださいよろしくお願いしますちゃんと概要欄に載ってるんでね現在5年目のシーズンですねはいまあ5年キャリア5年で150ホーマーぐらいやったんですピート・ローズとレイズのよくわかったなそうだ3周平だちなみに10段警察打つと大山さんだったりねいろんなランクがありますね警察にさあインターリーグですはい
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on the show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Rays have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this.
6連勝中
Eric Lauer will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. it'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this
すいませ
one.
ん。強い打球を打てるから。
The second
仕
baseman.
方ないね。
So coming to the plate, Tony William. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Manny. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning.
さあ、危ないな。
Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Now it's the
まあ
Brew
長
Crew's
時間
turn in a
配信するん
scoreless
で
ball
ね、よ
game.
かったら作業用 BGM やらないやらにしていただければなと思います。
Now to the plate, Tony
Up next
William.
from Tampa Bay. The second baseman.
実は裏で PD もやってます。個人立ての、個人でのがね。今季は、見えれねえや。この3連戦終わっ、このインターリーグ終わってから見ようか。
Here comes the first pitch. This one's down to
はい、
third.
取れません。それは
But
取れ
that
ないで
finds
しょう
its
ね。
way through for a
ボール
base
がないけ
hit.
ど。力で。
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Eric
The
Lauer.
pitcher, Eric Lauer.
Plays that first. Plays that first.
It's on the ground out to second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
まあ上に乗ってるやつは経験値ですね。
Victor Robles digging in now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so
やっぱ
far.
ね、打撃だけじゃなく
Both
て守備
clubs
もやん
with
なきゃと
3 hits
思って
in the
ね。
ball game.
今季からちょっと守備やってます。
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. Digging in now, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman, Tony
Good one up there, huh?
Williams.
あ、行きましょう。
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
また左は苦手だ。言っとく。木下レイは左投手が大嫌いだ。左対左
Now
だ
a
もん
big
な。
fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey,
左対
this is
左
an
はね。
amazing inning right here.
Oh, yeah.
Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
あかんあかん。
Digging in now for the Brewers,
壁じゃ
Phillip
ねえんだわ。
Irvin. It's been an 0-for-2
違います。
effort for him to this point.
ですね。一応能力上げてんだけど、プレイヤー好きですね。
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. A
周
double
平の感じ
play.
してんか。周平って叫ぶ配信
A
がここにある。
bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that
Nice
spot.
to hear.
That's a rally killer.
ヘアバンドキャッチからの一塁突破。ハタベスがセカンドやってんのか。
Next for
ショートやってん
Milwaukee,
のか。
Greg Bird. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number
次を打
6.
つんよ。
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
なんてこ
Gets
と。
this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
メジャーでは珍しいな、この話は。
Digging in once again,
うわ、これ同時に
Tony
してるぞ。
William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one.
あれ
And
だ、
we'll
足
see
の速い
if he
速いや
tries
つ
to
と
cheat to
やっては
something
い
this
けない。
AB.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
2-0 pitch on the way. Hit hard up the middle.
セカンド取れない
And that's
よっしゃ
through
100
for
本
a
目
hit.
マジで100本目のヒット
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield.
さあ
for a
これ
knock.
打てるよな
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score.
MLB
The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and
ブルワーズで負けるとか
afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show.
まあ頑張ったよソフマンさんもオリックスが強かっ
Zach
た
Brown will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan Plesac, what do you
まあ
got?
まあその
Hey,
前
this
に
guy
巨
comes
人
into this
巨人は
start,
ね
Matt,
あ
having
その前も
lost
負けてる
2
んで
of
す
his
けど
last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
The second baseman.
Stepping in, Tony William. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. He's set, now the pitch.
なわけ
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game.
いや今永は
But
今永
they're
がコートし
facing
て
an
勝
ace
った
on
の
the
に
other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if
あの試合
they're
が
going to have any chance.
でも
So
余裕
striding
でだ
in,
ったら
Victor
投手
Robles.
投手
He'll
紹介
lead
よろし
things
くない
off here in the bottom half of the first.
そして野手陣は控えが
Victor
全然ダメでした
Robles.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Late. This is popped up.
取れるよ
Vogelback makes the catch, and there's one
Vogelback.
away. Digging in for his second at bat, Tony William. He flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard with this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
チームが壊れている壊れてる何のこ
Now
と
the
か
1-0.
No, too low.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be
4
awfully
月
careful
の時点
because
じ
he's
ゃ
going to be
トップだっ
swinging
た
out
の
of
に
his
おか
shoes.
しいななんで4位まで
Adames
下がったん
on
や
at
ろ
first,
なんでやろな
nobody out. Hit out towards second. Scooped up
これは
to second for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
No real chance from the roll two that time. He's just too quick
あ、そん
coming
な
out
こ
of
と言
the
っちゃいけ
batter's
ませんよ
box. You
いや
basically have to make a
FA
perfect turn
は
on a hard
まあ
hit ball
失
to
敗
double
してはいない
him
です
up.
よ
Now they need to keep an eye on him over at
梶谷
first.
が来季復帰するから
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And here's
いやーでもあれでも
Fernando
頑張った方
stepping
ですよ
in.
本当に阪神はすごいすごい本当に
Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is in time. Navarez throws him
タイミ
out.
ングがいやちょっと遅いなちょっと遅いほら遅い遅い遅いちょっと遅い遅いですねやばいなクイックにしよう
At
と
the
して
plate, Keston Hiura.
Now batting.
中英チャ
Second
ンス
baseman.
中英チャンスです
Keston
イーストン・ヒューラー
Hiura.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. On to first, and there were 2 down.
やってる
Here's one that you don't see
Oh,
too
listen,
often, right?
ちょっとで負けてるやつ
Safe
に
at
言われたから
second
ねえんだ
base,
わ
but
こ
out
ちら
at
上
first.
昇軍の巨
Great
人よ
hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
危ね危ね危ね危ねやべやべ
Now
や
at
べ
the plate, Omar Narvaez. Previous history with Blake Snell. Small sample, a perfect 1 for
もうレイエス
1.
さんのチンプレー集に入れるやつ。
Ball right side, straight into the shift. Reined in.
これがシフト
Throw
ですね。
in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 3 innings complete. Brewers lead it 2-1.
反射的に二塁に投げちゃったんだよ。
Now at the plate, Zach Brown. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
そんな言わなくてもいいじゃないか。
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
ここまで言わなくてもいいじゃないか。これ
Out towards second. He's got it.
ダメだ。
Throw gets him, 2 down.
レイズオレまあでも事実なんだよな。打撃だけ良くてね、このチーム投手陣も守備もねよろしくないよ。
Stepping up now, Tony William. No hits in 2 trips to.
あべこれあれだ、期間充電するの忘れた。よいしょ。
the plate for him in the ball game.
William.
まだめたくさじ
Ready
ゃない
with
だ
the
ろ。
first pitch. Here it comes. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. 1 there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practice plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this
な
time.
んやかんやで。
So a runner at first with 2 away. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes.
Franmil.
まあ日米の敗北者ですよ。だってどっちも勝ち越せてないんだもん。
Still 2-2. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
よいしょ。
Runner goes for second. Swing and a line drive. But just foul.
取り消せ今の言葉。いいね。こういう配信が私はやりたいん
So
だ。
a full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles waits
ロ
on
ブ
it,
レスが落下点。
and that's the 3rd out. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 4, the Rays
追い
2.
つけるほどビート。
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Marcelo Zuna.
あ、マーセロズーナ。この人よろしくないことしたんだよね。ブレーブス時代に。詳しくはオズーナ出場停止で調べてみようね。
Hit ball to second.
このチャンネルで言ったらバウされるからね。
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
まあDV です。DV やって出場停止になったやつ。
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Hard on the ground. This will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far.
Digging in to try it again, Tony Williams 0 for 3 to this
何のこと
point.
ですか？
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch on its way. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
He's running. Pitch inside the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
これで入団から5年連続20盗塁。違う、ルーキーやからか。ルーキーやから5年連続20盗塁。
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
ウォーカーか？あー、ちょっとやめてください。そういうことするのはやめてください。亀井コーチの二人三脚で。
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
でもね、ウォーカーと亀井コーチは本当。
And that'll score the go-ahead run from second to make it 5-4.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line.
しません。
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Down the third baseline, Chapman brings it in. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
負けましたね。負けましたね。こいつ。およそまた守備すんだよ。帰れ。それはさすがにお帰りくださいですわ。じゃあ3連戦か。3連戦の3戦目。お、ここで倉本さん名前出すの NG な。
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next.
先般メーターは大丈夫だったはず。
Freddie Peralta will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
The second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
We've seen some pretty good second basemen in the history of baseball. Joe Morgan, Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Kent, some guys that can hit the ball in the ballpark.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. On to the shortstop, but throw away. The throw's in quickly as the go-ahead run holds at third. Second and third now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him up.
Now at the plate, Omar Narvaez. Power a big part of this game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, but no home runs over his last 10 games. And we'll see if he gets off the schneid in this one.
Have to be careful with this guy, though, Dero. No home runs in his last 10. That doesn't mean a whole lot. This guy can hit the ball at the ballpark any day, where when he's swinging the bat well.
On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. We are still scoreless.
なんやそれ。
Striding into the box, Tony William, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
William.
Hey, here we go.
これはコンパクトに。
Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
あ、ブルワーズの球場も好きなんだけどね。この球場。
Drive that pitch, huh?
楽しみか。
And he lays off for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point.
走者返さなあかんでしょ。
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run will score as the Rays cash in on an early 1-0 lead. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department.
6、ドンバッティングリーとタイですね。1987年。ドンバッティングリーがですね、あれホームラン、この時6本打ったんですけど、シーズンで6本のホームランだったんですけど、それに並びましたね。7本目打つと世界記録です。
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
なりませんよ。鈴木貴弘さん。先生アウトになったら引退しろって言ってる
The next 3-2. Squared that one up just a little late.
あの人の引退の引き際がいいよ。
first with 2 away.
先生アウトになった瞬間に大事っていうか。
And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rays 1 and the Brewers 0.
Welcome back as Milwaukee prepares for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Brewers have been treated to a lot of production from this lineup so far this year. They entered the day's contest leading the major league in home runs. And talking with some of the hitters during batting practice, they said home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they're going for when they step into the box. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit, their swings will oftentimes do the rest. Guys?
Settling in now, Lourdes Gurriel.
The batter number 13.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for run. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. The left.
Now batter.
ボールを自分で踏みに行ってからの一塁送球。これはそう。守備。
gets to first. Scooped up.
これはあれか。
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes
Nice,
away a hit, and the side
We'll
is
get it up there.
retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1.
1対1。
Digging in and looking for more, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
William.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
どうしようかな。長打打ちたいんだが、一塁なんで、ちょっと縛ってるんだよね。コンタクトスイングなんだよな。
The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away.
信号まま出てきちゃうから。
The 1-1 home is in off the plate.
2-1.
信号まま出てきちゃうから。
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down and the inning will continue. And this will get all the way to the wall now. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Rays strand just the one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece.
お見苦しいプレーを見せてしまいました。
And that'll bring up Keston Huron. And they're runners at the
謝罪はしま
corners
せん。
now.
謝罪はしません。
Keston.
大時さん
The
じゃん。
set. And a 2-2.
大時さんないよ。
Grounded to the right. He's got it. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're
これね、評価下がっちゃうんだよ。
at the plate, Tony William. He'll try to follow
Yeah,
up the
well, that's
double
what
in
it's
his last at-bat with another big hit
猛打
right
賞だから
here.
許して。
And if you remember, it was kind of one of those cardinal sin type of mistakes.
And yeah.
Whether it was him or the third base coach, you cannot make the first or third out at third, especially when you had a double in the bag.
No balls and a
ホー
strike
ムラン
to
にしか見え
count.
ねえな。あ、前の主人公なんですけど。
Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first
今の
baseline.
ちょっとタイミン
But
グ
this will
ずれ
get
たな。
foul for strike 2.
あ、でも早いんだ。
All right, one time here.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses 1-2.
Hey,
I'll
the
see
fish
this
ain't
one.
biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful
Look at
because
it,
this
it's like
pitcher
a
might
very
throw him
bad-
another one.
The
Santos
count now at
was
2-2.
Good swing on it. Here we go.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers do a 2-1 our score. Hit hard on the ground
Ah,
to short.
これは
And he'll go the short way to retire the
う
side.
ん。ちょっところ。
One left for Tampa. They lead it 2-1.
7th inning stretch.
やめろあの動画知ってるやつや。
Pitching and defense game 2-1. The final score this afternoon. The Tampa Bay
レイズン
Rays.
ちゃんも金の猛者だった。早くじゃあ、早く V ちゃんと1億円持ってきて。利回りと金が好きだったら追ってこれるよね、にっこり。周平。6警察か。6警察か、今季。で、四球、デッドボールが5個。犠牲フライが1か。これ犠牲フライ、サクリファイスフライね。あ、これダブルプレスね。今季は6種類ですね。で、ちなみに前年が17併殺。で、その3年前が14併殺。一気に増えてるのは皆さんご存知でしょうか？この2年目と3年目の差。つらげ、周平。 よし、じゃあ、レッツで行きましょう。恥ずかしくない。チームが優勝してるから。チームのために貢献してるから。さあ、これが、全成績でございます。2020年と21年はマイナーリーグですね。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
チームが優勝してるからいいや。
Tarek Skubal gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word
ホー
on
ムラン
him?
打てばいいんや。
Hey, man, we're
そ
going
の
to
後
look
に
at a guy that's really been struggling
みんな笑っ
lately.
て
In
許
his
してく
last
れる
three
さ。
starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Batting third, the second baseman.
Standing in, Tony William. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High chopper to third. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
あ、大丈
And
夫
he'll
ですよ。
try
こ
to
こ
get
で
him
ち
fishing
ゃん
there,
と
but he won't
基
offer
本
in
センター
dirt,
返
and
し
it's
するんで
back to even at 2 and 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 out, nobody
それ
on.
はそう。ビッグモデルボール。
Full
絶
count
対
now,
誰
3 and
かがね、
2.
パクってるんだよな。
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3 and 2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2 and 2. That one wasn't even close.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Roy, you better be ready to...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score.
あ、でも信じたって言ってんだよな。行き先選手だ。
Leading off the inning, Jason Dominguez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jason Dominguez.
It out towards second, reined in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the
セ
out.
カンドゴロ。
And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
ボストンとそうですね、今、熾烈な首位争いしてますよ。あれニューヨークヤンキースさん、名門なのに、借金していいですか？借金はあかんすよ。
So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third, and next to bat will be Jesse
うん、
Winker.
マリナーズにウィンカーですね。
Jesse Winker.
今
The
季の
0-2 home.
マリナーズ、
Surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side.
超の
Throw in time at
ポストシ
first
ーズン
for
進
out
出に
number
貢
2.
献した活躍ですね。まあ、レッツがファイヤーセールしたってのはあるんですけどね。なんでピーター・ロスいるんだ？
Into the box, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. William leads off second with nobody out.
いやー、私もオリックス対ヤクルトか。
Now here's one
見
hit
応
in
え
the
はあ
air
り
to
そ
the
うだよ
right
な、2連
side,
続だし。
and
リ
no
ベン
one
ジして
can
ほし
get
いわ。
there. He'll try it again.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there.
That's
Just saw an
amazing.
off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
はいチャンスベーカー。チャンスベーカー広角打法。満塁男。チャンス B。安心。
Runner's on his way to third. Pitch outside the throw. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And they'll get the out.
おい、勝手に動くなよ。
In now for the Reds, Ryan
勝
Burke.
手に動くなよ。
Two. Second
は、
baseman
勝手に動いたんだか
Ryan.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, he'll whip
Oh,
this
I have
one
to
to
hit that
first
straight.
in time, and that ends the inning.
勝手に動
Down
き
in
ました
order.
ね。よろしくない。
Striding in once again, Tony William. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. A ball and no strikes.
Find a gap, kid. Find a gap.
Smokes this one into deep center field. Center fielder going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
そのままスタンドへ。はい、19号ソロホームラン。
So it's a solo shot to dead center. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
コミン。
Another
Okay.
excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He gets a bomb. As a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Pulled high in the air out to right field.
上がりすぎ。
Thomas will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in, Tony William. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
William.
He's set. Here it comes.
これはパワーヒです。
Comes set and the 0-1.
ファウル。
Behind 0-2 now.
ちなみに FA になったら、FA に
2 out
なった
with
ら
the man
移
at
籍しま
first.
す。ナショナルリーグね。私、ナショナルリーグが大好きなんでね。
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series. And maybe...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
AFE だったら。
Rays strand just the one. They lead it
あげたんじゃん。
6-0.
どこぞの大島さんじゃん。
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is there.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cincinnati Reds.
DA。
It's interleague baseball.
DAB。
Next on the show.
DABBBB じゃないですか。秋山さんみたいな。
Jordan Montgomery is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us
ロ
on
ーダン・
Danny?
モンゴメリーか
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
In now, Tony William. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
What a season this guy's having. Currently leads the league in runs batted in. So not only is he just hitting, but he's hitting with runners in scoring position. This guy's been bringing home the mail all season long.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh.
And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
いやー、まあ、打率は高いんで。一応、首位争いしてるから許して。一応、去年ワールドチャンピオンになってるから。
But this is a foul ball
彼
as
一
the
応昨
count
年
holds
48
steady
本
at
リーダ
1 and
ー。
2.
130打点以上は打ってるんで、許して。
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Popped him up.
しまった。
Moran is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping into the box, Tony William.
The second baseman, Tony Williams.
Hey, any way you can, any way you can. Here we go.
First delivery to him on the way.
Counts 1-0.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
見事でハウスアウトって言ってやる。大声で。いらっしゃいませ。ぶち切れてる人いらっしゃい。
1-0 pitch on the way.
チャレンジはいかがですか？
Outside, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
お、タイトル変えた。
From the belt, the pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Here we go, here we go.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit back up the middle. He's got it to second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
周平やないかい。
Ready now for Cincinnati. Tyler Stevenson sets to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
うるせえうるせえ。勝てばいいんじゃん。次の打席でホームラン打てばみんな忘れる。
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Reined in. And there's one down now.
走者一掃とかね、打ってはいいんですよ。
Not a lot you can do with that.
来た。ツーアウトってさんに。
Digging in, Tony William, and their runners at the corners
ここで出れ
now.
ば
Williams.
一気に打って。
One time, one time.
よし、形成なし。形成なし。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Dominguez is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the fifth coming up. Reds lead this one 4-2.
Your attention,
1990年
please.
最後に優勝してないのか。
Pinch hitting for the Reds.
あ、ピンチヒッターだ。ジェシー・ウィンカーを代打に目的なかったこいつ。
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired.
しかもチャンスのセンタープレーだから、これは監督ぶち切れ
Some
で
of
す。
our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. On to the back. Up next for the Rays, Tony Williams, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go. Right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and one strike.
いや、
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen.
ロビンソン足速いんで、これは単打でも OK だな。
Come set, the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
俊足プラス俊足は1点だ。
That's a ball.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Adolph is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Reds are on top, 4-3. Into the box now, Ross Adolph. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hits are even at 7 apiece.
まあ、こういう日もあるさ。
The middle. Diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of his zone. Could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
うまいこと言ってるように見えるけど。
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our
打
top
撃だけ、
player
打
of
撃
the
の総理
game.
だけ操作してたから。
For the victorious.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air.
Oh,
A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cincinnati
3連
Reds.
戦の最終
Reds baseball
最終
starts
戦、インターリー
right
グの最終
now.
戦。はい。中地区遠征の最終戦かな。
Kevin O'Brien will be the
ほっ
one towing the rubber for the
10試合で
Reds.
8勝連敗。
What's your take on him,
防
Dan?
御率
In this
1.86。
day and age where we're all into
Yep,
numbers
yep,
and
yep.
statistics, look at this whip.
今年のサイヤング
1.10
候
or
補じゃな
less.
い
He
か
has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch
いやー、
pitch
し
in
かも
this
左
one.
出しこいつ。
First pitch of the at-bat. Tony William swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout score at 2-3. Digging in, Jesse Winker, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jesse Winker. Plays that first now.
And on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
振り逃げ失敗しまし
Reds
たね。
lead 1.
アウ
They
ト
lead
で
it
すね。
1-0.
三振成立しましたね。三振のアウトですね。
So digging in now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch.
いや、
Look
でも
for
ね、
him
なんや
to
かん
try
や
and stay back
MLB
a
The Show
little
の
bit
計測
more.
に慣れてきた
Let
か
the
ら。
ball get a little deeper.
打ちやすい
Don't
とい
be
うか。
shocked if this pitcher tries to
あ
rush
と
a
はね、打
heater
ちやす
right
い
here.
角度というか。
1-1.
画角というか。
Grounded back up
はい、
the
オッ
middle.
ケー
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
そうだよ。
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
ナイスバッティン
And
グ。
that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Now a throw over to first.
なんか餌つくのやめてもらっていいですか？いや、なんのことかちょっとわからないですね。
And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. The 1-1. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
ありがとうございます。
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. William ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there, son.
Stepping in, Tony William.
Second baseman, Tony Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Weak roller right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Now in the box, Tony William, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
私のホームラン、僕見るがいい。
Hey, let it fly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now bluff home, but they'll go to second instead. There's 1, but they will not get 2. He's safe at first, and this ball game is tied.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the 1.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franmil Reyes. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away.
わびの盗塁ってことで。
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runner goes for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning double play is now in order.
Dominic Leone takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is 1 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Dominic Leone.
Bradley Zimmer will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 6, Bradley.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
ワンアウト1、3塁。
The 1-1 pitch. Runners are at first and third, one away.
Here we go. No one better.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2.
Right guy, right place. Here we go.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Following this.
さっきのムーンウォークなんだ。さよならわけ。
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game, and the man you see here.
Yo le llamo la reina del party. Ella lo torquea como Cari. Ella le dice que sea la Mari. Le gusta cuando freno en el Ferrari. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Esta noche bailoteo. Puesto para el discotequeo. Si salimos guerra Roma, así que esto se puso feo.
お、mlb.com 全米中継か。アストロズ戦。あれ、アストロズゴミ箱との試合。
checks in with his ball club.
Puesto para el discotequeo. Si salimos guerra Roma, así que esto se puso feo. Te sueltes pa' que me baile. No te preocupes de los detalles.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Striding forward, Miles Straw, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. A runner at first with no outs here. Full play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Stepping up to the plate, Tony William. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
William.
Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Roy, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
あ、ツーアウトからランナー出た。
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Hey, let's go now one time.
Fouled away.
ちなみにカウントですね。カウントで盗塁するかしないかってのを決めてます。まあ、この2-2だったら。
Set and the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. One left for Tampa. Still no score. At the plate, Tony William.
Now batting, second baseman, Tony Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
And a ball 1-0.
Hey, a two-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will bang up against the wall. Adames blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a one-run ball game.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
Now batting, Franmil Reyes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
やはり今季も2割5分台。2割5分から2割6分台はなんか行ったり来たりしてるのでいいですね。あ、結局30本ぐらい打ってくれるんだけど、彼は。
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and
オー
it's
スティン・メ
1-2.
ドウズが抜けた
He
代
is
わり
in
をよく
complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye
本
levels
気を
to
出て
boot.
ないですね。
From the stretch, the 1-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. William stands at second with two gone.
Find some green, baby. Find some green.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Hey, lucky can up there, huh? No one better.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next up for the Stros, Trey Mancini.
The right fielder, number 16, Trey Mancini.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets...
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
The 2-2. All grounded to short. This could be 2.
Adames brings it in.
To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Standing in, Tony William. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
William.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Our score remains 2-1. Striding in, Tony William, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
William.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Oh.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. But the damn... Ready once again, Carter Gear in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Ready with the 0-1. Out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. The tag, but it's not in time at the plate as he scores to make it 4-2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. Case now.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. Not too many more shots left. Stepping into the box, Tony William. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on it now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jordan Yamamoto will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And now the Rays will get their first. So stepping in, Tony William. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here it comes.
Outside, that's a ball.
And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
High in the air out to center field. Straw is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony William. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now, Alex Bregman.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Down to short. This could be 2. Adames picks it up. There's 1 on the first, and they get them both.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Ready now, Tony William, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
2 アウト。1、2塁。
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone. That one's swimming with the Rays. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
With 1 swing and a bat, he puts himself in the 2020 call. I'm not going to hate on it. Not my style. But a lot of guys are hitting 20 bombs in the game today. What impresses me the most when he gets on.
Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 3 runs on 4 base hits. No errors.
5対4。
Tony William will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. A ball that's carrying. And it's gone as they add still another.
第21号2打席連続
So a solo shot down the line in left. His second home run of the game, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
ボビー2打席連続8対4
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
8-4 tonight.
8 runs, 10 hits.
私の活躍で勝ってたな
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
So striding forward now, Tony William. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
What a powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side.
Oh, マジか移籍してる3割3分に13本38完全復活じゃないかカイル・シュワバーまあ今季なんか打率2割1分台でホームラン40本打った人ですけどねリアルだと
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Dominic Smith, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Side. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So coming to the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1 count and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Rays are out in front, 1-0. So striding in, Miles Straw, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 0-1. Towards second. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. No hits to this point.
Designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
The 0-2 delivery.
Oh.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for. From an offensive standpoint, you try and pick up that red spin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Stubbs is there. 1 away. Digging in now, Tony William, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hey, come on now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To short. Fielded cleanly. To second for 1. On to first. And that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often. So that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw. Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together.
I know that we got it. I might even guarantee it when she took me up and turned me right into a paraplegic pair of shoes. I got the MB on them, make it stand. We ain't paying for them, now you ought to know I'm wearing free ones. When you go to me, I got to know is there a reason it was so kind of had to do with it. Conversations I just think they ask where are we from. I don't care about you. I got me and Jesus Caribbean.
ちなみにリーグリーダー。お、3割5分4厘。はあ。文化だ。打率は10位か。 最多安打は、まあ私と。二塁打が25か。10位タイ。三塁打が足速そうだな。おベリンジャーが本塁打王か。いいね。アルバレスがリーグ5位タイ。3ゲーム差まで来やがった。やばい。見てこの打点は圧倒的に20打点以上つけて、盗塁はついトレイターナーを越しました。23盗塁。バッティング後はベレンジャーに続いて2位と。いいっすね。ツインズ戦か。ホームでツインズ戦。これで6年連続、入団から6年連続20盗塁、100安打20盗塁、4年連続で3割か。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next. Riley O'Brien be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this.
4-4, take your base. 3, you're out.
よいしょ。
Stepping in, Tony William. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good...
2点先制、そして3点目。
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Now to the plate, Tony William. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Tony William.
First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays, but they're in front 4-0. The next twin up, Keani Cavaco, a hit in 2 tries so far.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up, and an easy ground ball as the result.
At the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1 the count. And it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Hit in the air out to left. Wade is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. Digging in once again, Keani Cavaco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Scooped up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Brendan McKay will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Now at the plate, Keani Cavaco. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The shortstop, Keani Cavaco.
Hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed.
Stepping up now, Tony William. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Line down the left field line.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Let's go.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Count still full, 3 and 2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he misses ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait.
Now at the plate, Keani Cavaco. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready with the 0-1. To the left side. Adames scoops it up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Twins 1. Digging in to try it again, Tony William. He drew a walk his first time up.
Tony William.
Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lined hard toward right center. And the Rays are in the hit column. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the 3rd, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Frenlo Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. William, base runner at first with 1 out. He's running. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts, but right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first.
想が来ました。
Gabriel Noah comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his
ああ
injured teammate.
やっちゃったね、ジャズ。
Gabriel.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Tony William.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line,
初球打ち
drive. That's going to be
マスカ
trouble.
ツ
Adames is on his way home. Throw to third, but he's in there as they jump
Hey,
ahead
release,
with a
release.
run scoring on the play.
2対1。
Well, that's a big at-bat right
Thank
there.
you.
Not only does he get all the way to third on a triple, but he also drives in the go-ahead run.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jazz Chisholm. And they're runners at the corners now. And it's fouled away. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Chisholm carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
いけません。
Now at the plate to Oscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus
この場
far.
面でテオスパー・ヘルナンデスは
2
脅威で
runs,
した。
4 hits, 2 errors for the Rays in the game so far. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Over to Albies. And it's in time to get him. But they do play to run on the play.
その間に1点追加3対1。
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tony William already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
William.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Five runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Rays in the game so far. Grounded to short, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Twins 2. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
ブレーブス優勝立役者。
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Boy, talking about coming up.
Striding into the box, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tampa Bay leads this one 9-3. Settling in now, Kiani Cavaco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Towards second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 9-3, the final tally here in this one. The Tampa Bay Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. MLB The Show's cover. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. My opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there.
At the plate, Tony Williams.
For the Rays, the second baseman, Tony Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Wade has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Standing in, Tony Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Let's go.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. He's ready now. The pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Eddie Rosario. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Rosario.
On the ground to the right side. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box, Lamont Wade. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Coming to the plate now, Tony Williams.
Second baseman, Tony Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded to the right. Albies brings it in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Striding in once again, Yoan Moncada. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Yoan Moncada.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blake Snell earns his 6th winning decision in this one.
Yes. 2ゲーム差か。1、2、2、3、4。このホーム、これが前半戦最後の3連戦。懐かしいだろ。お前は優勝できなかったんだ、カブスに負けて。お前は敗北者だけ。ショーン・レイは時代の敗北者だけ。ボストンの3連戦の後、ここからアウェー7連戦でホームランダービーオールスターゲームと。いや、ホームランダービーやりません。オールスターゲームやります。お前は優勝ができなかったのじゃ。3番セカンド。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. The race for the division continues to heat up as 2 of the best square off next. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets... Zach, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tony Williams is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, nice hit right there.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
それでファイヤーセールしたんですよね、パイレーツさん。
Runners off for second. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for a hit. William isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Rays strand just the one. We are still scoreless. Striding in for Boston, Alex Verdugo. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
The right into the loaded up infield. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
何してん
Top of the third set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
今一人しか見てないから大丈夫。証明するには複数人見ないといけないから大丈夫、見られてない。大丈夫。
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, all tied at 1-1.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try.
Here we go.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Brown has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, Julio Pablo Martinez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Julio Pablo Martinez.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in, Tony William. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Tony Williams.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away.
本当か
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. 2-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Come on now, one pitch right here.
The 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Let it rip right here. We need it.
Sent on the ground out to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. Stepping into the box, Tony William.
Second baseman, Tony William.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Calhoun, he's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 2 home runs in the... So a runner at first now with 1 away, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles plate. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead.
9回。
Digging in, Tony William.
On
the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
William.
First pitch on its way. Hit towards first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
どうしてそんなことするんですか、それは。よろしくない。
Up next for the Rays, Tony William, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch.
Oh!
hey, no one batting right here.
得点圏触り7分9厘。
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Hildenberger typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake-bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the causes of that...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for... And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Ball game tonight for the victorious Rays.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. The race for the division continues to heat up as 2 of the best square off next. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
In now, Tony William. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for him.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a...
Second inning set to go, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo.
99, Alex Verdugo.
外野手部分3位か、オールスター。
Anticipated. Here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, Tony William, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there. Let's go, big dog.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Calhoun on the warning track. He makes the catch. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Into the box now, Tony William, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Tony William.
From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
1-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Count remains 2-2.
Hey, see it. Let's drive it.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Verdugo looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Come on.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man.
Digging in and looking for more, Tony William, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
デッドボールじゃねえんだわ。監督であります。
1-0 count, here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Zimmer at second, Adames on at first with 2 down.
Nope.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home.
ファウル。ファウル。
That's lifted the other
打
way
ち
out
上げ
to left.
た。レフトフライ。
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Zach Collins.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings.
移籍したんか、お前。
Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Popped him up. William is under this
セカンド
one.
フライ。
One gone. Tony William will stride in again as first we flash it back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point.
他の球場だったら打たれてるからね。トニー、お前と野球やるのに息苦しいよ。草。
From the stretch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second.
野球は楽しくやるもんだぜ。
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
楽しく稼げる。
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays will settle for just the one. 8th inning coming up. The Rays lead it 9-5.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Tampa Bay took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Luis Castillo earned his 9th win of the year. Colton Eastman was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 9 runs on 18 hits. No errors, they left 14 men on base. For the Red Sox, 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Division rivals do battle. Next. Riley O'Brien is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
So digging in now, Tony William. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
The 1-0 home is low and outside for a ball. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
Throw gets him, 2 down. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
The windup and the 0-1. It's on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Digging in, Tony William, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Tony William.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony William.
The second baseman, Tony William.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Verdugo waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Tony William. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Tony William.
Here it comes. High in the air into shallow left center. Here comes Calhoun. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Stepping in, Tony William, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hey, let's go, big
From the stretch.
Oh.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Popped him up.
Foul fly.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-4 the outcome today. The Bo Sox came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Nick Nelson earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Jimmy Cordero closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more,
さあ、あと7試合はアウェーですね。さあ、3連戦。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. These two should be exciting to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Tanner Tully will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Tony William, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
William.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hedrick on second, Adames at first with no outs. Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Play ball. 3 out. Ball 4. Take your base.
Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
The 2-2. Chops this one out towards second, right to him. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Now batting, Tony William.
Now batting, the second baseman.
先般じゃないのだ。まだ0対0だから先般
First
ではないのだ。
pitch on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field.
しかしライト。
And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. So here's Johan Camargo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Johan Camargo.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Standing in, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me the same at-bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1. Hit hard to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
So stepping in, Andrew Velasquez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Striding in, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he
hit pretty well out toward right center field. Racing back, the right fielder still going back into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 148 for his career. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
In now for the O's, Lawrence Houston.
The right fielder, Lawrence Houston.
0-1, here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Adames brings it in. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Tristan McKenzie is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
Oh.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the runner moving here on that 3-2 pitch. With only 1 out, but this guy at the plate swings the bat really well, so it's likely.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the throw. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony William.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Tony William. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
Now it's 2-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Green light on the changeup, but he comes up empty. 3-1.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly, he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Pereira, patrolling center, makes the play. 1 out. Stepping up to the plate, Daz Cameron. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
The left fielder, Daz Cameron.
Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Stepping into the box, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Pitch is popped up. Noisy in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning. Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next. Rolando Palmer, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box now, Tony William. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Foul ball.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Ready for another chance? Tony William. He drew a walk his first time up.
William.
何ですか？ファウボールやろ。
From the stretch.
That's a ball.
ファウボールやろ。え、三上戦力外？マジか。
The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul
あ
ball.
なたはちょっと性格がね、あれなんで。
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to
一塁
second.
買うよ。これでや
And
めて
that's
いく。
through. A base hit.
もう一人帰ってくる。
And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So striding forward now, Jorge Bonifacio.
Right fielder. Jorge.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runner's going. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one can get there as it falls. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Ready now for Baltimore, Michael Tolia. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is some cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. all set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony William.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of
7対0
runs
だから
too.
もう長打打っちゃうか。
Count even now at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go.
逆方向に入りましたホームラン
To lead off the inning.
第24号
So a solo shot here to left center field. Career homer number 149 as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony William.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, get your pitch, see through, huh? Let's go.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Ready once again, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
1-0.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Here it comes, 1-0. Liner into right center, that's a base hit.
さあランナー
The
に
relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Ready for another shot now, Connor Wong. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and that's out number one.
2-2でワンアウト1、3塁か。
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready now, Andrew Velasquez. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. Final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. So coming to the plate, Tony Williams will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says Ed Drummond. It's ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Hey, wait for yours here. Come on, big guy. You got
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard hit to first.
クソファーストゴロ
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They lead it 9-8.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Tampa Bay Rays.
A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his
あ、
makeup.
前半戦最後の4連戦。カーフマンスタジアム。24ホールで24通り。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Kansas City Royals. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Jacob Junis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter. Now at the plate, Tony William. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. First offering on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
High in the air into shallow left center.
Left fly.
Zanin comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Play ball. Out. Out. 3. That hit him. He's got first. Out. He's out. 3. 3. You're out. Full 4. Take your base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
This will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Rays strand a pair. Home half of the third coming up. No score. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Tony William. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, nothing in 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Phillips is on his horse. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Brett Phillips will bat next. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Is on the ground over to first. He's got it. And that's the second out. Digging in now, Tony William 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Find a gap, kid. Find a gap. Hey, nice and patient. Get yours.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
The right fielder, number 32, Ronil Reyes.
Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul.
Here you go. Easy right here.
And it's fouled away.
Right here. Let's go, kid.
Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
Hey, no one better. Touch up right here. Go, no one better.
Runner goes for second, fouled away. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away.
Hey, nice and patient.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in safely.
Hey, right guy, right place. Here we go. Clutch up and drop him in right here. Here you go.
He'll try it again, 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Zanin is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So striding in, Jazz Chisholm. He comes into this at-bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. He's set. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 runs coming. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball comes your way next. Chris Bubich, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Second baseman, Tony Williams.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, if it's high, let it fly.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tony William comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
The designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back. The 1-1, and there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Fouled off. William at second with 2 down. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Rays strand just the one, and now the Royals get their first. So next to the plate for the Royals, Jacob Zanin, and a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. Out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Royals 2, the Rays nothing. Stepping in, Tony William.
The batter, the second baseman, Tony William.
First offering on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Wong has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 5-1. Now to the plate, Tony William. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Tony William.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you've got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it. Yeah.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the lead will shrink to 1 as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away.
Leading off the inning, Tony William, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. At the plate, Tony Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in once again, Michael Gigliotti. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This one's down to third. Right to him. There's one. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th. But that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
Ball game for the Victorians.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now.
Ha!
Jorge Lopez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony William, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Tony Williams.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A bullet to first base, and they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play. Digging in now for Kansas City, Ryan O'Hearn. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Stepping up now, Tony Williams, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Tony Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman, Colton.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Royals settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Royals 5, the Rays 2.
今の守備は最高では。 試すぞ。
First pitch coming, here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
This is skied into short left center.
やばいな、レフトフライ。
Zanin comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Brett Phillips.
The right fielder, Brett.
Here's the pitch. Right into the shift.
Oi!
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Colton Wong. Sent on the ground out to second.
Yes,
oh, what a dive. The throw to first.
Yes, sir.
Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man
Yes,
from
sir.
getting aboard.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
いや、打つや。
Second and third, 2 away.
Where's that first now?
Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. Now at the plate, Tony William, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And that misses inside 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Came inside with the off-speed stuff, and it catches the corner.
Right guy, right place. Need you here, babe.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
Come on, I need you right now.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He makes the catch, and the Royals are back in the win column again as they take Game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Kansas City Royals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brady Singer, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Wow.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Digging in to try it again, Tony William, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike
さあ
one.
残り1本で通
Well,
算
they've really had
150
an
本目。
answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
High in the air out to center field.
アウ
Long
ト。
is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, all tied at 1-1.
We're back now as the Royals line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me,
Striding into the box, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
A ball and a strike now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too.
All right, come on now, one time, let her fly.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in a box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
優勢やりやがった。お見事。
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jacob Zanin.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple. And this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
8-9か。7-8-9。
Now at the plate, Tony William 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hey, one time right now.
すげえ追い上げだ。ダミったけど当たったわ。半分戻ってきた、半分。
First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Here we go.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Tony William.
おめでとう。これは普通におめでとうだな。ようやった。いやー、おめでとう、優勢。
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Hey, get your pitch, stay through it. Let's go, drive it.
The 0-1 delivery. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Still 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side in order go. Standing in, Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, Bobby.
Here now the 2-2. Put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now. At the plate, Jacob Zanin, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. KC down to their final strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time. And the Rays bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially.
Red light, green light.
さあ最後オールスターゲームやって終わります。はい。マイク・トラウトがオールスターリーグ選ばれてる。行きましょう。前半戦こんな感じ選ばれました。よう、今年もよろしく頼むぜ。負ける気はねえけどな。負ける気せえへん。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. The Midsummer Classic between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in a moment by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, but first let's give you a look at this year's American and National League All-Stars as voted on by you, the fans.
6900円だね。ダビった。
Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next.
まあでも半分だから大丈夫。5100紙だからまあいいでしょ。5100紙はまあいいでしょ。
Jose Urquidy, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, I'll tell you, as starting pitchers go, he's one of the best around. He's really found what works for him, and he's had a lot of success because of it. I think he expects to go out there and dominate every game he starts, and he usually does. No one should be surprised if he turns in a really solid start here.
Almora, the runner at third. Tatis over at second. Alonso on at first with nobody out. Towards second. He's got it. To second for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box, Tony Williams. Yes, he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
この
Rays,
打点
the second
以上。
baseman, Tony Williams.
Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Soto comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Striding in once again, Austin Meadows.
The right fielder, number 20, Austin Meadows.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. All right into the shift. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Williams.
あ、大谷じゃん、大谷
And
じゃん。
that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
大谷じゃね、大谷じゃね。え、あ、すげえ投手、8勝3敗。いやいやいや、よう投げとる。やば、夢の対決。
Here it comes.
2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-0 count, and the pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Tatis shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as we begin the top of the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And there's a base hit on a line.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice.
Stepping into the box, Austin Meadows. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ball swung on and grounded to second, right to him. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The NL leads it 6-1. Digging in, Tony Williams.
Now batting, second baseman, Tony Williams.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
タンパベイアメリカンですね。なんで
One
AL
run,
です。
4 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that is off the wall.
これ見て。
He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired.
In hitting for the National League. Number
ボール負けしてる方ですね。
Corey.
Ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
どうや？
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Kirby Kida will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. 11-1 at the end of this one. The National League put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board.
はい、じゃあ今日終わり。 まあでも勝っちゃうんですよ、私のリーグは。はい、じゃあ最後は前半戦の成績見て終わります。はい、前半戦97試合終わって打率が 3割2厘。ホームラン24本、打点が92、26通り。出塁率3割5分6厘、長打率5割5分4厘、OPS909。四球がフォアボール数30個。三振66。ちなみに、盗塁成功率が6割3分4厘。武蔵ですね。で、併殺が10ですね。周平は10ですね。で、フィールディング。今季失策たったの1つ。で、王が 5.2。さあ、リーグリーダー確認します。はい、今、ウィリアムは最多安打ですね。ジョシュ・ディーラー。他5人、6人と争ってる感じですね。ホームランはリーグ5位タイ。打点はリーグダントツのトップ。このまま、そうっすね。4年連続、3年連続100打点か。100打点いきそうっすね。で、盗塁も、盗塁2差でターナーが追っかけてるんで。これはちょっと熾烈ですね。これ熾烈だね。面白いね、この三つどもえの盗塁を争い。OPS ちなみに15位なんだ。上には上がいましたね。はい、ということで、今日はここまでにしたいと思います。オールスターが終わり、いよいよ次回から後半戦となります。3年連続地区優勝を目指して頑張っていきたいと思いますんで、よろしければチャンネル登録、Twitter のフォローよろしくお願いいたします。またやろうと思ってるんでね、よかったらまた来てください。はい、ってことで、今日はここまで。それでは、お疲れ様です。